Okay, pilots, we're going to try to get my engine nacelles in. I was videoing putting this in, but it just wanted to be a hag. Didn't want to go in, didn't want to line up. Let's see what this one's going to do. Let's see if the holes are anywhere near where these need to be. You get your big hole here lined up. See? And you get your pins lined up with the big hole that's in the back here, of course. Alright. Got some other cutouts there for the landing gear bolts and stuff to clear. We've got to get this string here up and into it. Okay. Slide them line up pins in it. Now, this thing could be a pain like that other one was, and we can't get nothing started. We'll see. I think, let's see here. I believe there's 4. Yep. I'll put 4 Allen heads. Got right there in it. Let's see. I got to go to the store and get some more little washers and lock washers that I'm going to put on this. But I'm wanting to see if I can get things to fit here. Not only am I mounting this, but I'm trying to get everything on here to line up the motor box and the cowls. You got to make measurements of where the motor's going to be, where the cow's going to be. So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get these on here just enough to do that with. Let's see if I got that started right or if it's cross-threaded. Yep, that one started right. Got them 2 started. Yeah, that other nowhere was a bar. I was videoing it and it just didn't want to go in. Go up there, gotta go up there. I tried all my routines there, sticking a screwdriver in and holding it, trying to hold it straight and get it started, and it just wouldn't do it. I had to sit there and just hold it and force it in. Pray I didn't cross thread it. This one. Got that one started. Now, how in the world are you loose enough to just kind of finger spin that? It took me forever to get you started. Just unbelievable. There's another one gonna spin. I'm not really gonna put a tightening on because I'm gonna be taking these back out, putting washers and lock washers on. Because these are the engine nacelles, and you know, you're gonna have some vibration there for sure. You don't want these things coming out. The motor go flying out. The landing gears left the plane. Okay. Now, I really don't want, which if I would get my airline in for my landing gear, okay? If I can ever get it in, I can hook it up, and I really don't have to have the whole system hooked up. I can put a pump on this thing, put the pump on one side and pump it up, and it'll open it up, and put it on the other side and pump it up, and then push it down. But when I got nothing, you know, you can't do it. See? So this is gonna be down in here. That's pretty much the way it's going to operate. You're going to have it, this shaft is going to be opened up more and longer, pushing that up, okay? And then when it comes down, it's going to maneuver in. Let's see, I'm not going in here. Why am I not going in? Goodness gracious. Let's see here. I don't know how much adjustment's going to be on it. Let's see. I might have to just take and kind of sand it a little bit right here. take that back out again. It'll be in because I put it in there and it's got the wood warped a little bit, because I know I had them things where they would go in and out. I had to cut that shaft, that axle off some, well, hell, it was quite a bit to get it to go down in it. So I bet you that's what it is. Just putting it in here, it's got it misshaped somehow. I have to do a little shaving. That moved it over a little bit. Well, I've got to glue that piece down in there, but I don't want to do that until I get them motors mounted, so that I can get this thing up here and out of my way while I'm putting the motors in. Because I've got to glue that in. It fits into a little pattern there. Glues up against, so that's where it's actually going to be. The wheel. The wheel's not going to be way here, it's going to be up here. Let me mark it where I'm going to have to sand on a little bit. Okay. All right. Now walk in here, so. Got the facings on it here and there. So when you've got one shorter than the other one is sticking out here, see, and this one's back here, so you know the angle of the wing. So that gives you left and right. You slide it all the way back up against the wing, and you just kind of, you relax it a little bit there. You don't start shoving it down and pushing it down. You just kind of relax it and let it sit there. Okay. And that'll give you the area you need to drill your holes, put the screws on. Okay. And then what I've done with the other one already is they gave you some 3D printed turbos here and superchargers and whatnot. They'll go back here and on the other one, the other side, I just kind of took my Sharpie and made a outline where it's going to be, and this pipe here, let's see, it goes like this. It'll be over here. And then you got the other one. And it's the same way. We'll have it slid all the way up against it. And I'll make my outline for that to be sitting there. And then I've got to sit there and cut a hole in it here to where it would outline that turbo, and it'll sit down in there a little bit. That was the pictures that Thomas had sent me where they had done that. See? You get your covers on it. Let's see here. This will be the top one here now. This is the top. So we'll go on here. I can't really see nothing here. Uh-oh. I got the wrong one. I hope I had the wrong one, because it sure wasn't lining up with the flip. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now, gonna be something similar to this, but boy, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on these sides here to get them to look decent. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work, because a lot of them will just way off. It's just way off. It's overlapping in the front, there's a gap in the back. But anyway, you get that lined up, and then you get these rims here, and you get them bolted onto it. And we'll put the cowls on, and then that's when you start doing your measuring to build. When I get my motors in eventually, I can start doing that. But I've got these, the bottom ones are mounted on my other wing. I gotta get them mounted onto this wing, and then start the real tedious work. Probably the hardest part of the job is getting your motors mounted and pointed in the right direction. So pilots, I still got a lot of work to do, but she's moving right along. I'm out.